Hello and welcome to another, I'm not going to say Feedback Friday. Today, it's a brand new webinar. You will love it. Okay, I know I'm an ambassador for Leicester City. You know the story. I'm not going to go down there. But this time, I'm going to ask you and welcome you to Dundee. Okay, it's a fantastic university. I have direct connections with Dundee University, in particular with International College, part of Dundee University. Okay, what's this all about? Well, you have been telling me time and time again, I have family in Scotland. I have family in Glasgow, in Edinburgh, and even in Dundee. Can you help me with an offer in that part of the world? And I'm very happy to say, and I'm very proud to say that we are UK Bright Education authorized partners for Oxford International, and we'd be more than happy to help you with an offer if you meet all the criteria. Talking of criteria, first of all, I'd introduce you to my main guest, who is Dr. Corinne Wales, who is the College Director of International College, Dundee. Hi, Corinne.
Hi, Afsana. Hi, everyone.
How
I am so pleased because it's a very sunny day in Dundee. Dundee is the sunniest city in Scotland, and it's a pleasure to be here on such a wonderful day.
Brilliant. Well, I just want to say I have warned Dr. Wells that I will say this joke, so I will say it to you guys. Let's see, write in the chat if you understand what I was talking about. Her name is Dr. Corinne Wales, but she's in Scotland. Anybody laughing? Nobody. Okay, I'm so sorry, Corinne, but that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have already got a guest, Bimbola. Thank you. Hi, welcome for coming. Right, so yeah, if you could tell, in the trail we've talked about the fact that we have some Nigerian guests, which I'm very blessed about that. But there's some interesting news you have for us, Corinne.
Oh, with the scholarships.
Yes, please.
It's absolutely fantastic news, especially for anyone wanting to come to Dundee from Nigeria. So we have in the last 2 weeks got confirmation that anybody who wants to study in this beautiful city is entitled automatically to the Vice Chancellor's Africa Scholarship. And that means, because often we hear that with Dundee, the degrees themselves are quite expensive. That is because we're a world ranking university. However, if you're from Nigeria, you automatically will get £5,000 deducted from your fees for the duration of the time that you're with us in Dundee. So that could be a total of £15,000 for the 3 years after progression, or for the 1 or 2 years of your master's degree. So it's absolutely fantastic news. And I'm sure that will be a joy to your ears as it is to mine.
Brilliant. No, that's definitely, I didn't expect that. That was such a good thing. I mean, I've written it down for you guys. So please screenshot if you feel that this is for you. Okay. You've got, what else would you like? You've got a high ranking university. Okay. We are very proud of the fact that we are with partnerships with Dundee University, which is a highly ranking university. And for applying, you get this fantastic reward. It's automatic. I'm not going to say names. Other universities, you know which one I'm talking about. It's first come, first served. Okay, it's first come, first served when you get the scholarships. Here, as Corinne had said, automatic. What more do you want? That's great, isn't it, Corinne?
It's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic news. Fantastic.
Brilliant. So is that just for the pre-masters and the international year, or is it also for students who are applying for the degrees?
That's for, students will get a normal kind of Oxford International discount on application for the international year. Okay. This is the progression scholarship that will follow students through. So those Dundee prices that you see on the website, they will be deducted £5,000. Yeah. Plus, if we've got any business pre-masters and they want to join this year, either in June or September, and they progress in September or January, they get an automatic extra £2,000 off that.
My goodness.
That's 7,000 for master's students. 7,000. But that's this year only. It's called a Discover Dundee Scholarship, and it's just for those pre-master students that join us, that will be joining the university in September or January. So they need to join the college in June or September.
Okay, I've already got a student who's saying all these things. Thank you, Bimbola. She's saying, okay, I need to tell you what she's saying. I don't know, can you see from where you are? She's saying, wow, we've just got one person and she's just over the moon. Okay, wow, my goodness, that is a lot. Okay, fantastic. Brilliant. So basically, she just can't contain herself. I'm just about containing. Right. So I'm going to do this. As Waka Waka Doctor said from Nigeria, June, June, June. What are you doing? What are you doing, guys, at home? If you're ready for June, bring those applications in. Send your CV direct. Okay, here we go. Let me just show you. As Dr. Wells said, so you get the additional £2,000 if, for example, if you are being admitted for the pre-masters for business, leading to a business degree. Now, oh my goodness, my brain is going to go on fire. Corinne, you please share this with me. The list of business master's degrees that you can become admitted to from the pre-masters is huge. Isn't that right, Corinne?
It is.
It's huge.
And we also have, it's a long list, and we have a very privileged partnership with the Al Maktoum College as well. So for any of you who would prefer to follow an Islamic finance route or an Islamic banking route, then we have that, and it's so special. It's so special. So we're very privileged to have a partnership and continuation degrees going into both the Al Maktoum College and into the business school.
Brilliant. Right. My brain has been blown away. Right. So basically, thank you, Habibat. Hi, welcome. And Hashmat from, let us know where you're watching us from. I was going to say speak, so I'm so used to saying speaking. Right. Okay, brilliant. So that's for the pre-masters. Is there anything else? Is there any other scholarship? I believe there's one more that you were talking about in the email. There's one with the Vice Chancellor.
There's a couple of more, really. So I think the important one for any high flying students, for any students that think they can, and I know that we've got a student here who has achieved this, but for any high flying students, if you achieve an A grade average, or it's really important, I think, or if you show continual progression to an A grade, you are entitled to a £6,000 Progressing with Excellence scholarship. And that means you've got an extra £1,000 on top of your automatic Vice Chancellor. I'm sorry, you can't have a 6 plus 5, but you can certainly have a 5 plus 1.
Only one or the other. So one or the other.
Okay. So it gives you the motivation to get that extra £1,000 for progression. So that's a £6,000 Progressing with Excellence. But with the Progressing with Excellence scholarships, there's also a massive ceremony because you're special, and a certificate, and it goes on your CV. It makes you well more employable. And Belema, I think, is coming on. He achieved that all-important Progressing with Excellence scholarship, and I think he felt very proud to achieve it.
I'm going to bring him on, definitely. Yes, definitely. I'm just typing this up. So 6,000 excellent scholarships for high flyers. Can we describe it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let me just put that in. I think these numbers are just going to wow the students. Right, so there you go.
And remember, Afsana, you don't need to be in a high flyer when you join, but joining ICD, and we try and have every student achieve their very best. And there's many that didn't believe they would achieve this when they started, but by the time they finished, they surprised themselves.
Brilliant. Okay. There you go. How generous is Dundee University? Right. With this, I'm going to introduce you to another lovely guest. Corinne, with your permission, here we go. One of our lecturers who is from Nigeria is Dr. Osai Nnodim. Have I said that correct?
It's Nnodim, but well,
Nnodim. Okay. Hi, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Afsana, and hi, everybody. It's nice to be here.
Brilliant. Tell me about yourself. So, students are coming in, they could be pre-master students. So which subject do you actually teach and at what level at ICD?
All right. Okay, I'll start from the top about myself. My name is Osai Nnodim. I'm Nigerian. I'm from the South, River State in particular. And I've been here in the UK since about 2015 when I came to do my PhD in the University of Dundee. So my background is in accounting, although I've kind of spread out. And yeah, I'm quite familiar with management, marketing, human resource management, and all of that as well. So because of that kind of base, I teach the undergraduate and I teach the pre-masters as well. So yeah, and frankly, the whole business team is kind of like me. We all have that broad range of skill sets, and I think we bring we bring that variety and to the business courses.
Brilliant, fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's really good. So basically, you've got the T-shirt, you've done the doctorate, and now you're passing on your knowledge, and
now
you're still there. So Osai, you're still there. So basically, what's so special the fact that you're still at Dundee despite doing your PhD? You stayed on. So what's so special about Dundee?
Well, to begin with, Scotland itself is a very beautiful country. I mean, the landscape is lovely. The history is remarkable. Another thing is that the people are actually really great. The people here you meet, they're actually nice. They stop and say hello. They try to help you if they can. That's a bit different from
nice. Other parts.
when I was in London. Yeah. So that's good. Another thing, as Corinne mentioned, this is the sunniest city in Scotland. And I think for people that are not too used to, let's say, colder, wetter temperatures, I think this is the best city you can be in Scotland. Okay. From someone coming from, I think, a place like Nigeria.
Yeah.
Where we're used to lots of sun. So.
Of course, yeah. Okay. So I'll definitely remember that. So if you don't mind me asking, how many of your students would actually move on to from the pre-masters onto the degree? How good is the success rate?
Oh, I think the success rate is practically, without trying to blow our horn, it's near perfect.
This is your opportunity.
It's near perfect because we actually have systems in place to. Okay, for example, when you come in, you'll be assigned an advisor of studies, and this is although it's the University of Dundee does that as well, but in ICD, your advisor of studies take a lot more of a pastoral approach. They try to get you settled in. While the name is advisor of studies, they don't advise you on only studies. They try to see that you get settled in. They inquire about your mental health, your social activities, how well are you blending into the new place. So that support is there, for one. Secondly, we also have a system where we try to identify really early on in the term students that might be struggling, so we can give them some extra support and get them up to the standard that is necessary to move into the School of Business. So, I mean, and this is just two of quite a lot of things we do to make sure people progress. And yeah, I'm quite sure the other students, Ifeoluwa and Belema will testify.
I'm bringing them on.
These were my students, frankly.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes, I can see Ife doing this. She's in the background. Right. I just want to ask, before I bring my lovely students along, I feel so blessed today. Right. Corinne and also Osai jointly, if you could kindly tell me, okay, here's a scenario. You've come across this time and time again at every single intake. We have a postgraduate student. They're coming here for a pre-masters. They're probably bringing their family with them. They've got a lot to deal with right at the beginning. I know you've told me about pastoral support, but what can you do in terms of academics? Because at the end of the day, they're here to study, but they've got a lot going on. So do you actually take that into account when you deal with deadlines or coursework or exams?
Yeah, so we are harmonised with university policies, but we have, I think, as Osai said, we have that extra bit because we understand international students. We understand that they've travelled so far. We understand their needs. We understand that they need to settle in. They need to get bank accounts. They need to register with doctors. They need to sometimes find schools for their kids. So as long as students communicate with us, and that's what we ask, as long as they tell us what's going on in their lives, and whether they need a little bit of extra support, and that might be a slight extension or it may be an authorised absence. As long as that communication is there, we can support the student. It's all, and I think, as I mentioned with the advisor of studies, we're very close, almost family-like. So people can come to any one of us and say, I've got a problem, or I need some help here. And we will get together as a team and we will support that student and what we call it is reasonable adjustments. We take into account the students' needs, and we can adjust things in accordance to meet those needs, really.
Right. Fantastic. I mean, I'm sure you're aware, because my main target market is predominantly Nigeria. And Osai, I'm sure you appreciate that. At the moment, there are strikes going on all around the country in all the educational institutions in Nigeria. So they might be out of touch with their study skills. So is there any way that ICD actually will help those students just to brush them up again?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We have a study skills guide, a study skills package that is already organized. I think it's headed by the English team, right? So they have a specific study skills package. It's meant to cater to these kind of students that might have these gaps in skill. I think the whole idea of ICD is actually to bring you up to
scratch.
Up to the level you need to get into the business school, to get into the university and excel. So we do have something for anybody with those kind of problems. Yeah.
Okay, right. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Belema, who is your pride and joy because he's a product from ICD. So here's my next guest, Belema. Hello.
Hi, afsana. Hi, Corinne. Hi, Osai. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hello. How are you? You okay?
I'm all right. Enjoying the Doc Corinne said, enjoying the sunshine today. It's bright here.
Fantastic. Hence the hat. Look after your head. Yes. Yeah. Right. So tell me, Belema. So you're a graduate from Dundee University. Tell me about yourself because I have a bit of a scenario for you. Just tell me about yourself.
Okay. I'm Belema Nyanabo. That's my name, and I'm a product of International College Dundee ICD. I think we are the pioneer set, 2017. We are the pioneer set of ICD, and all opportunity to go through. I was privileged to go through ICD and progress onto the university, and I graduated last year, July, and by the special grace of God, now I'm with the university, the International Arrivals team, assisting new students coming in. Oh. That's me.
Oh, how do you feel, Osai? He's your student.
Oh no, I think sorry. I'm proud, and I think I can speak for the rest of the ICD team. It's a wonderful thing when we see people move on and actually start excelling, and I think that's one of the reasons why we do what we do.
Yeah,
you know, we there's a sense of pride that you can't explain when you actually see your students. Oh,
it's your baby.
He's waking up. Waking up.
That's fine.
So yes, I'm so proud. Belema is actually not just we are no longer right now. We're colleagues. We're friends.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, is man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Oh,
thank you.
We need to screenshot this. We need to record this. Right, Belema, I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay, we have a student, international student. Their flight is so they arrive in Dundee. You have an airport at Dundee? Is that right?
No, the closest airport we use is Edinburgh. I think that's closer. Edinburgh, yeah.
Okay, so because this has happened to me many times at De Montfort University. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh,
he just woke up.
Oh, yeah, that's a record-breaking. He's the first Dundee student, youngest. Oh, bless him. Yeah. So the scenario is that, for example, you have a student who might have called you and said that, look, Belema, my flight is at 2 p.m. in the evening, arrival time. It's cold. It's dark. His room is cold. No food. How do you look after students like that coming to Dundee?
Yeah, the University of Dundee have this support system in place generally.
Okay.
And let me cast my mind back initially. Also, when I arrived in the UK in 2017, when I came in, I called ICD, letting them know that I'm around, I'm arriving, and all that. And then they called me, found out where I was staying, to find out if I had anywhere to spend the night and all that. And then also give me good directions down to the college. okay,
Wow.
direct me to the college on how to get to the college. And then, but for the university as a whole, I think the university have a system in place where when students come in like that, they contact the school go if they're coming that late, if they're that stranded, the school make arrangement for hotel accommodation for them for the night, and then they following it, they pick up their case and then start them dealing with them students the following day. I think they have a good, so what all I'm saying is they have a good support system both from ICD, the International College, and also from the university angle. I think I'm privileged to speak
On
from
both.
on both, yeah, on both angles, yeah. So they have a
Wow.
good support system for every student coming in as an international student.
Fantastic. Brilliant.
Afsana,
Yes.
I live about 20 minutes from the airport, and on one occasion I remember there were six very tired, very hungry Kenyan students arriving who we were alerted to, and I went to the airport and saw them off the plane, and I bought them food from the local airport Costa service before putting them into the taxi for Dundee, because that's the other thing. It's only about an hour from Edinburgh, and students there's a direct bus, there's a direct taxi that they can claim back for as well. So as Belema says, they are looked after. And if we do get an alert that there's any poor student that's hungry or starving or has nowhere to stay,
just go up.
Just communicate to us and we will look after you.
Yes, there is a 24-hour number for Oxford International Education Group students. It's a 24-hour helpline number. So all students have that on them. So then you can call someone. There's always someone there 24 hours a day. There is a mobile phone number for students. Brilliant. Okay, so, there's our student. He is cute. Osai, he is cute. How old is he? How old is he?
4 months and...
Oh.
So he recently discovered his feet.
Oh, nice.
So it's
cute. Baby's feet. Let's not go there. They're cute. Okay. Right. So I'm going to introduce you to another student, another success story. Here's Ife from Dundee University. Hello, Ife. You need to switch on your mic.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I hope I'm not too noisy because
No.
library currently.
Oh, okay. Of course, you're a student. Where else would you be? Right. So how are you, Ife?
Thank you, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Right, so Osai, how do you feel? Ife's here, one of your students. So Ife, do you remember Osai?
Yes, I do.
Brilliant. Right, so I'm just going to ask a question to both Belema and to Ife. How does the university actually help you with regards to finding a job, employability after graduation? Because you're both success stories. For example, Belema, you got a job straight after graduation. Ife's probably thinking right now. So if I could ask you both.
Okay, so should I say first?
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
Go first, if you please. Yeah.
I'm undergrad. So basically, when you join specific clubs like the Law Society or Mooting Society, it's good for you. For example, like they give you particular opportunities. Like for example, the Law Society, they have weekly online events that tell you about particular firms. So that's very good. And they'll send you the link straight to your email. So it's not like you're looking for it frantically.
Wow.
Also, sometimes they send you internships. So basically, at this point in time, the university sends an opportunity for an internship to a number of people, but it's good that the university is taking extra steps, especially in law, that you actually need to put in effort. It's not like nursing that you have to go, in your particular model you have things like placements and stuff like that, but it's not like that for lawyers. So you have those opportunities to do that, so that you can develop yourself. Also, things like campus ambassador, very good things like for there's also other things that like a bodying scheme, but that's more volunteering. I think it's called peer bodying. I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, peer bodying.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you research that, then there's loads of opportunities for that. You don't need to have like a particular paid thing to say, okay, this is what I would put in my CV.
Brilliant. Which year are you in now? Which year are you in now, Ife? Second year. See, have you got one more year left?
Yes, graduating next year.
Yay! No, that's exciting days. It's dissertation time, isn't it? Next year, you got to select
Yeah,
a project.
yeah. This summer I'm researching for that
Thinking, yeah.
dissertation. What
Oh.
topic I want to pick.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Right, Belema, if I could just, Corinne, if it's okay, I'm just asking the question if that's okay with you. Right. So, Belema, I just want to say, for you, you have no idea the impact you're having being in that bottom left or right corner. You have no idea. You, my friend, you are an example of a success story of a international student who's graduated and straight into a job. So I need to know your secrets and I need you to pass them on to others. Please share it with us.
Um,
That's what people want to know. That's the
um,
whole point of this show.
I would say it's a privilege to have gone through International College Dundee.
Oh.
I think talking about employability skills, we start to learn them, get these skills from day one into your studies. I started with International College Dundee. Some of the models, most models, actually prepare you. You talk about models like when you do models like data analysis, it prepares you problem solving skills, critical thinking. So there are so many models that could go on and on. There are so many models we did at International College that help prepare me. I progressed into the university, and most of these models reoccurred while at my 4 years I spent 3 years I spent in the university. Most of these models still occurred again. We still did them, and then all these things help prepare you. Prepare you to be employed, to be employable. And also the school had some programs during summer. We had there's a particular one we call the IBM University Game Business Challenge. We have students come together. It brings out skills in you: critical thinking, teamwork, analytical skill set, and communication skills. So all these are in the marketplace today. These are skills most organizations. These are skill sets most firms desire from everyone they want to employ. So I think going to ICD into the University of Dundee gave me that edge, because I think there's one thing about going to school. It's trying as much as back home. There's a saying we say, don't go through school, but also let school go through you.
Good saying.
Let the school go through you. By how do you do that? By participating in most of these opportunities when they arise. Just like Ife said, internship opportunities are there. You go out, get the experience. I think in my second year, I went out for an internship where I developed some skills, also research skills, because where I did my internship where they were into research. So I developed that skill over there, which later helped me during my dissertation. Okay. So all these are skills. They also have this SEMA virtual business game. It's also a game where students come together. You try to organize businesses, how they run a business and all that. We have also another one called project management experience. But all these are things that prepare you for all these are ways the university prepare you to become employable upon graduation. Because if you go through all these, the skill sets you get, they're so numerous.
Yes.
And these are skill sets that employers want today in the marketplace.
Fantastic. That's such a good answer. So basically, Belema, you've been active. Ife is going to be the same for her. You've been very active throughout the time, including at ICD. So
Yes.
I'm sure Corinne would probably, will say something there. But basically, you've been active throughout your whole journey, and as a consequence, you got a job straight away.
Yes.
So, Corinne, is that what kind of things do you do to actually tell students, come on, wake up, start looking? Do you instill, employability habits, or do you encourage them to get out there?
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's in some ways one of the most important things for us in ICD is to focus on those kinds of what we call soft skills, but they're not really soft.
No.
So Belema, you'll know the group work where you get students in that first week or two. Oh, I don't want to do group work. I don't want to. But the skills that you learn in having to work within a team, work for a product that you're going to present perhaps to your classmates, but work together in doing that, they're so important. So important. And again, I think we align with the values of both OIG, but the University of Dundee, and it's very much focused on a working together ethos, on a helping together ethos. So Belema, you're very kind of modest, because you don't say that, you almost, I think you came second place in one of the competitions for IBM working together. I think you were president of the Nigerians Society as well. So it's
I didn't tell me that. That's good. You've got a Nigerian society.
So I think it's kind of encouraging people, because we've got a class representative system here in ICD. So it's encouraging people to kind of do other things rather than be one-dimensional and focus on just the academic, to kind of spread those skills and be a whole person where they are, as Belema teaches me a lot, giving back as well, and working with others. And in some ways, you end up with all these skills that you look back on that you weren't exactly taught, but you acquired, that you developed yourself. It's so important. So we don't let you sit back and listen. Put it that way.
And if I could just say something, they also add something to what she has said.
Go on.
I remember when I came in, I was just so focused on the only schedule I had was I come to class in the morning. By 9 a.m. I'm in class.
Yeah.
I close, I get back home. That was my whole schedule. My advisor of studies called me and advised me, spoke to me about it, that wasn't healthy.
Not
that
just
wasn't healthy.
Just,
you have like she said, Belema, you have to go out, you have to move about, you have to meet people, encourage me. And that kind of helped me. That kind of helped me over the years. When I started coming out, I started seeing the benefits. When I had this society I want to join, just like she said, I was opportune also to become the president of the Nigerian Society. So these are some of the things that I think basically ICD gave me a very good foundation. I'm proud today to say that ICD gave me a very, very good foundation. The foundation was that foundation the university built upon, but my foundation was international college done, and it helped me so greatly in life. It helped me progressing into the university. Also, it really helped me. The tutors there, just like they've all spoken about it. They have this advisor of studies that speaks to you as a student individually. What are your problems? What problems are you facing? What are the challenges? Okay, can we do it this way? Can we do it that way? I know I was struggling with a course like data analysis, coming from where I was coming from. You will understand.
Yeah.
I struggled with that course a little bit, but the Scottish would say a wee bit. That's what we say in Scotland.
Yes.
So, but the tutor in question, she had to, take out time for special classes with me. Like after she understood I was struggling. I remember her calling me into her office and telling me, Belema, you're struggling. What can we do about this? Are you okay if we have these special sessions? After the classes, 20, 30 minutes. And
that's nice. You're very fortunate.
That brushed me in that regards. Okay, so I think that atmosphere in international college Dundee, it's one that I would I will encourage every student, every student to experience.
Belema, you've got a fan already. I'll just show you on Facebook. Someone said, wow, he's really being modest. So there you go. Corinne, someone agrees with you. Right. Talking about helpful, we have also Ife. I'll just move that out of the way. Right. So basically, Ife, you're actually a student ambassador yourself. So you actually have a paid job with Oxford International. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So basically, how did you apply for that? Do you get paid for it? What does it entail?
Okay, so it's not like a paid position, but like you do get incentives for doing it. Basically, we get paid in Amazon vouchers, which is very good according to how much you post.
Yeah.
So how much you post and how much you talk to prospectives and inform them and give feedback about how interested they were with the conversation, and you post your daily life so that everyone can know, okay, it's not so scary as an international student living in Dundee. It's very foreign. It's like, oh, Dundee, like, what's that?
Yeah.
But like when people like post about it, you feel more welcome. You feel like, okay, I can come here and people will support me. That's what we're trying to achieve, and I think that we've been doing a very good job at that. You apply. So I applied in 2020. I got an email and we wrote a small essay,
Okay.
like saying why we wanted to do this. And I'm not sure if that's the position right now, since that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So it was just an essay and explaining why I would like it to do it. And I expressed that, I'd like to do it because, I am an international student. I know what it's like to come into an unfamiliar place and feel like, everything is crumbling. But I'd like to support people who feel particularly like that and make them understand that, it's not that difficult and you settle down in no time.
No, it's good. You're learning soft skills. As Corinne was saying, that's soft skills, right? Communication. So it's all great for your CV. So, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a few questions, so I'll just show you. If anybody, you're all welcome to jump in. Right, we've got a question from Bimbola. Thank you, Bimbola, for that. I believe Corinne will be able to answer it. Does ICD accept HND?
Yes, for the pre-masters, 2-term HND is perfectly acceptable. So so do apply, but also it depends on the subject, because, for example, we've got an array of pre-masters. So for business, it would be 2-term. But if you've got a bit of experience, but you want to apply for, say, nursing, you're a registered nurse and you've got some experience, then you can apply on an HND for a master's in nursing and health, because the experience is valued. And it's the same really for education as well, where that experience in teaching, just like in nursing, is counted. So usually a 1-term pre-masters is a 3rd class degree, but for education and for health, you can also apply with an HND with the experience.
Brilliant. Thank you. I hope that was helpful, Bimbola. Right, another question again from Bimbola. If yes, can I come with my dependents?
Yes, of course. So it depends on and I really apologize. With the visas, I'm not an expert, but there are many of our students, that's what I can say, many of our students that have arrived here with their families, or their families have joined them. So absolutely, there are no restrictions other than what would be visa restrictions that, pertaining to you. But from the college or from the university, families and dependents are most welcome.
From an agent point of view, I would like to add that when you actually apply for the pre-masters, you'll be getting a visa for the pre-masters and the degree. So it's a joint CAS, and basically on that basis, you can actually bring your dependents. Dependents mainly means your spouse, partner, and children. Some of you like to bring your siblings, some of you like to bring your parents, but unfortunately, that's not in the rules. Like Corinne said, we're not immigration specialists, so we would highly recommend you go to the gov.uk website. But yes, you can if you're applying for a pre-masters followed by a degree. Brilliant. Okay. This is a very common question, guys. What's the tuition payment plan? As in, do you have to pay all in one go, or can you pay it in bits?
Okay, so with OIG, it's the normal. So I think they ask for, and you will know that better than me, Afsana.
Yeah.
But so that's your ICD fees are through OIG. But once you progress to the university, you can actually pay in installments. So if Belema, I think you may know, is it 3 installments or something like that?
3 or 7?
I think it's 7 installments.
Is it 7 installments?
It's spread over 7 installments, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry. You've got all those scholarships, again, remember, taking off those fees. So you don't have to worry about making a big lump sum at the beginning. And that's a really good question, because a lot of students think that they do and get quite worried about it, but you don't have to make a big lump sum. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so brilliant. So basically, what my guests are saying, that you don't need to, so Oxford International, when you come for the pre-masters, that you need to pay upfront. Okay, that's your initial deposit. So when you arrive, you enroll and you start the course. But when the masters comes along, or if it's a bachelor's, it depends, then that's Dundee University, so you have to follow their payment plan. As Belema said, it's installments. So I don't, I'm just assuming, is it 50% of the payment of the fee and the rest in 7 installments? Belema or Ife?
I
No.
think I'm not sure it's like specifically stated 50% or
Okay.
whatever, but there's a certain amount you have to pay
Pay at
before
the
it start
beginning and
kicking
then the rest
at the
in
beginning, and then
installments.
it's spread. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, we have another question. I was just wondering, other colleges, they have pre-top ups. Do we have that at ICD? Pre-top up courses?
What do you mean by a pre-top up
Okay,
course?
so you know the HND, or if you've got a 3rd class, you can get an admission. You may be able to get an admission for pre-masters. But if you don't have a HND, the one below that is an OND. Can students apply to ICD?
We don't have pre-top ups then.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that. At the moment, you would need a 3rd class degree or an HND to enter the pre-masters. We don't have anything that would top up to enable you to enter the pre-masters.
Okay, no problem. Right, I just want to say, Joshua, if you could contact me, just send your CV or DM me direct. We do a pre-top-up course, which is where you do the 1 or 2 terms of a pre-top-up, and then you move straight on to a bachelor's, and that will be at De Montfort University's International College. So it can be done. The next intake is June, so you can do the pre-top-up from June to September, and then from September you start your bachelor's. Joshua, if you're interested, then let me know. Brilliant. Okay, so one more question, then we're sorted. Okay, we have a question from Felix. Hello, does ICD offer MS in Informatics and Computer Engineering?
We have got. Let me send that to you, Afsana, because we've got.
Okay.
I think it's not one with exactly that title, but we've got information technology. We've got we've got some computing engineering degrees in both the pre-masters and in computer science in the undergraduate. But again, that's on our continuation list. But
Yes.
we haven't got a degree with that title. But that might be something that you want to talk to Afsana about, because sometimes it's the module content. And as I know with computing, because I'm a social scientist, that's where I got my PhD, we don't have any computing students on board. Sometimes you can look into the degree and it's similar modules, but it's just got a slightly different title. So perhaps, Afsana, if I refer that to you.
Yep, no problem. So yeah, basically, if it's a BSc, you can do computer science. Corinne is absolutely right. If you're coming in with a WIEC or a NECO, okay, make sure the study gap is small. Contact me if you need to know that. If you'd like to go for data analytics as a master's, I believe, I'm just having a look at it right now. Let's have a look. They do everything.
Under the science and engineering, I think there's information technology and business.
Yes.
So we've got something like that, or we've got applied computing, but we've not got something with that title exactly.
Okay, no problem. So basically, if you could contact me at UK Bright Education, and then I'll be able to guide you through. Brilliant. Well, I just want to say thank you. So this is my longest ever webinar, but that it's a valuable time. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for coming to this webinar. You have no idea how humbled I feel and blessed that you all have a valuable place at Dundee University, and I wish you all the very best.
Oh,
so there you
thank
go.
you, Afsana. Thanks, Afsana. Thanks to everyone for inviting us.
No problem. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Right, so that is our panels. So as you can see, wow, my goodness, how did you find that? Okay, where were you all? So you've got students. We've got one student called Omilaja Adebisi. Are there scholarship options for international students? You need to go back. Yes, there is. Automatic scholarship of £5,000. It's a country specific. It's called the Vice Chancellor Scholarship. It's not first come, first served. If you'd like that, you need to contact UK Bright Education, and we'll be more than happy to help you with an admission. Okay, so there you go. So just all I want to say is this. Does that sound something that you'd like to do? Would you like to make a change in your life? Do you want to transform your life? If the answer is yes, and if you have the financial means, then you need to contact me direct. My email address is there, as you can see, or you can go to in all the your favorite social platforms. You can go there, contact me direct. Adegoke, very quickly, you've just come in now. Do you accept WIAC English? Yes, we do. You're very fortunate to know that Dundee University or ICD, International College Dundee, they will accept WIAC C6 or above in English language. So if you have that, WIAC or NECO, they will accept that. You will not need to do an IELTS. Okay, well, without further ado, I will go. Oh, there's one more. Gifty Aful says, does University of Dundee offer conversion courses specifically for computer science? My goodness, that is the whole point of a pre-masters. Okay, for example, if you were in a different subject in your previous life, in your bachelor days, and now you want to move to data analytics or computer science or something, that is the whole purpose of a pre-masters. Okay, it might be for 1 term, it could be for 2 terms, but the whole point of the pre-masters, it's a stepping stone for you. There will be some modules related to computing, so it softly introduces you to the course, make you ready, and as our lecturer and our centre head said, making you ready so you become successful at the degree. If that sounds something for you, Gifty, contact me, and then we'll help you with the application process. Brilliant. Well, until next time, I hope you're well. And if you think that you would like to study in the UK, specifically at Dundee, all you need to do is DM me direct. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.